upper room's warm. Ascension skyward, heartbeats pound, lifted high, no feet on ground. Clouds took him, gone from sight, left behind in the moonlit light. Wait for the promised spirit's rush, tongues of fire in a sudden hush. Don't feel it lift you high on the wings of a sacred cry. Don't you know? Same way he left, same way he'll come. Grab the faith, this race begun. Holy Spirit, pour it down. Change the world, turn it around. Rushing wind, fill the place. Burning bright in every face. Wait for the promised spirit's rush. Tongues of fire in a sudden hush. Don't feel it lift you high on the wings of a sacred cry. Spirits rush, tongues of fire in a sudden hush. Gonna feel you lift you high on the wings of a sacred cry.
A sudden rush, a mighty sound, heaven's wind blew all around. Tongues of fire settled there, burning bright in holy air. Galilean voices shout, languages they've never known about. Confused, they stood and stared. Are these folks drunk? Do they dare? But Peter rose, his voice was clear. No, it's true, the Spirit's here. Prophet's words now come to life. In the last days pours this light. Sons and daughters prophesy. Visions, dreams before our eyes. Feel the flames that dance in wow. Spirit moves through every child. They're dancing wild. Spirit moves through every child. Hearts ablaze with heaven's call. Holy fire for one and all. The crowd's confused, they stood and stared. Are these folks drunk? Do they dare? His voice was clear. No, it's true, the Spirit's here. The prophet's words now come to life. In the last days pours this light. Sons and daughters prophesy. Visions, dreams before our eyes. Feel the flames that dance in wild. Spirit moves through every child. Hearts ablaze with heaven's call. Holy fire for one and all. For one and all. Yeah, for one and all. every nation, town, and foreign place. Hear the truth that radiates in this space. These men ain't drunk as you suppose. It's only morning, let this message disclose. Prophet Joel spoke of times like these, when sons and daughters prophesy with ease. In these last days, pour out Spirit, He will. Young men visions, old men dreams fulfill. Wonders in sky above, signs on earth below. Whosoever calls His name will come to know. Jesus of Nazareth, man approved by deeds, miracles and signs, crucified for your needs. God raised Him free from death's grip. Listen now, salvation from this script to know. David said about Him, for my face the Lord, oh, Holy One, won't see decay, fulfill this word. Israel, hear these words, understand. God made this Jesus both Lord and command. In these last days, pour out Spirit, He will. Young men visions, old men dreams fulfill. Wonders in sky above, signs on earth below. Whosoever calls His name will come to know. Whosoever calls His name will come to know. In these last days, pour out Spirit, He will, He will. Young men visions, old men dreams fulfill. Wonders in sky above, signs on earth below. Whosoever calls His name will come to know. Whosoever calls His name will come to know. Fall, sharing on the walls tall, breaking bread, spirits free, acts of love for all to see. One heart, one mind, truth unfolds, in every hand a gift untold. No one claims what they own, bound in love, we're never alone. United voices reach the skies, generous hearts in sacrifice. Every burden we will bear, in this grace we'll always share. Unified strength, standing tall, no divide between us all. Generosity's our call, together we'll never fall. Common ground, wealth untied, no more greed, no one's denied. Acts of mercy, spread the fire, building dreams, lifting higher. United voices reach the skies, generous hearts in sacrifice. Every burden we will bear, in this grace we'll always share. United voices reach the skies, generous hearts in sacrifice. Every burden we will bear, in this grace we'll always share. Unified strength, standing tall, no divide between us all. Generosity's our call, together we'll never fall. United voices reach the skies, generous hearts in sacrifice. Every burden we will bear, in this grace we'll always share. generous hearts and sacrifice. Dust of the streets, golden gate gleams, crippled and sits, caught in his dreams. Peter and John, prayer time calls, man looks up, hope in the halls. Rise and walk, silver or gold, voice of the spirit never grows old. Hand extends, life ignites, bones once brittle, now take flight. Crowds astonished, miracle sight, faith reborn in the daylight. Rise and walk, silver or gold, voice of the spirit never grows old. Hand extends, life ignites, bones once brittle, now take flight. Crowds astonished, miracle sight, faith reborn in the daylight. Rise and walk, silver or gold, voice of the spirit never grows old. Peter and John up to no good, they said, preaching about Jesus raising the dead. Pharisees coming with clubs and chains, they thought trial breaking their reign. Captured in the night, thrown in jail, truth in their hearts louder than their wail. Council gathered, stones in hand, but the Spirit's fire they couldn't understand. Faith on trial, the world against us, standing tall when the ground turns dust. Faith that can't take, can't buy or sell, heaven's promise, the story we tell. Woo! Silent rage in the council's eyes, miracles they can't deny. By what power, by what name? Peter stood, no fear, no shame. Stone cold voices snarled in doubt, but the faithful will raise a shout. Not by might, not by sword, by the Spirit and His word. Faith on trial, the world against us, standing tall when the ground turns dust. Faith that can't take, can't buy or sell, heaven's promise, the story we tell. Stone cold voices snarled in doubt, but the faithful will raise a shout. Not by might, not by sword, by the Spirit and His word. Faith on trial, the world against us, standing tall when the ground turns dust. Faith that can't take, can't buy or sell, heaven's promise, the story we tell. The story we tell. In the darkness, voices rise and sway. Walls tremble with fear, boldness finds its way. Enemies surround us, shadows on our steps. Hearts hearts pounding louder, faith through every test, courage unbroken through the storm and fire, unity spoken, lifted ever higher. Chains may try to bind us, silence never will. Unity spoken, lifted ever higher. Chains may try to bind us, silence never will. Words of strength and valor, spirits can't be still. Prayers and whispers rising, every broken cry, solid as the stone walls, we will not bow or die. Against the coldest nights, though the end seems near, light breaking through the pain, we'll never disappear. Chains may try to bind us, silence never will. Unity spoken, lifted ever higher. Chains may try to bind us, silence never will. Unity spoken, lifted ever higher. Chains may try to bind us, silence never will. Unity spoken, lifted ever higher. Lifted ever higher. Lifted ever higher. Justice in the eyes, looking for the skies. Power in his hand, no one understands. Accusations scream, blinded by their scheme. Visage like an angel standing in the tangle. Stephen stands so tall, even as he falls. Words cut through the night, shining beacon of light. Leaders through the stones, cracking through the bones. Eyes turn up to see, forgive them, set me free. Saw the heavens tear, glory everywhere. Knees down to the ground, quiet without a sound. Stephen stands so tall, even as he falls. Words cut through the night, shining beacon of light. Leaders throw the stones, cracking through the bones. Eyes turn up to see, forgive them, set me free. Saw the heavens tear, glory A voice answered back in a gentle sway, I'm Jesus, the one whom you persecute. Now raise up your eyes, step into pursuit. Blinded by the light, his world spun around. Saul hit the ground with a heavy sound. A vision in his eyes like a burning flame. From that moment on, he'd never be the same. For 3 days straight, Saul couldn't see, neither food nor drink passed his lips quietly. In Damascus, awake, there's a man named Ananias. With his touch, you'll see the truth inside us. Ananias shook his head in fear and doubt. Lord, this man's got a bad rep spread about. But though the Lord said he's my chosen one, to spread my word under distant suns. Blinded by the light, his world spun around. Saul hit the ground with a heavy sound. A vision in his eyes like a burning flame. From that moment on, he'd never be the same. Blinded by the light, his world spun around. Saul hit the ground with a heavy sound. A vision in his eyes like a burning flame. From that moment on, he'd never be the same. Blinded by the road light, voice from the sky. Fall into the ground hard, questions burning high. Hands of Ananias, sight returns anew. Water of redemption, change through and through. Saul turns to Paul now, new path to walk. Right in the shadows, truth starts to talk. City gates closing, enemies draw near. Fear in the hearts, but courage not to fear. Brothers standing strong, teaching, speaking truth. New life breaks the dawn, old chains cut loose. Saul turns to Paul now, new path to walk. Right in the shadows, truth starts to talk. Brothers standing strong, teaching, speaking truth. New life breaks the dawn, old chains cut loose. All turns to Paul now, new path to walk.